Yesterday, the world of video was dominated by YouTube, and as a result, it became a multi-billion dollar company. Since YouTube has pioneered and drove the relevance of video, others have decided to catch up. And one of those who are on their way to catching up is Facebook. And in this video, I'm going to go through the Facebook ad campaign type that is dedicated and focused on video views. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another session of Facebook ad campaign types. In this video, we're going to go through the video views campaign objective, where I'm going to show you what it is, how to use it, where to use it, and most importantly, strategically, how you can use it to really approach Facebook ads intelligently and inexpensively so you can dip your toe and get the results you're looking for in a smart way. So without further ado, first, what is the video views campaign objective? I'm in a different setup. Blackboard may come back, not too sure if it will. Depends on the feedback from this. So first things first. How does what are video views? I'm just gonna go to my trusty little Wacom board here. Video views are simply Facebook going out to find people who are known to watch videos, right? It's favoring people who in their profile, in their behavior habits, are very, very known to watch videos. And it's taking the objective, the campaign objective, to make sure you are getting a cost per video view. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why wouldn't you just do that with a traffic campaign? Why do you need to do that with a video campaign? Doesn't make sense. The price you pay per video view is substantially cheaper when you use a video views campaign objective versus using any of the rest. So always bear that in mind. If you've got a native objective of the goal that it says on the tin of a campaign objective, use that goal. So don't use video views for traffic when you've got a campaign objective called traffic, because traffic will cost you less money than a video views campaign will for driving traffic. Because remember, you can use a video views campaign to drive traffic. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm not tongue-tying you. So what are they? What are video views exactly? They are essentially native videos to Facebook. So just like with YouTube, you can upload video directly to YouTube. Well, this is uploading video directly to Facebook. You do not copy another video from another platform into Facebook. This is silly. This does not get you any kind of traction inside of Facebook, and Facebook doesn't like it, quite frankly. So this is uploading native views inside of Facebook. You are going to get a running count of everybody who watches that specific video, and you can also get a count of the duration of the view of the video. So how many people have watched it to 25%, 50%, 75%. This is king, because this starts to tell you how interested people are in the content you're creating. You might have an idea and say, well, you know what, there's this really cool narrative that we can jump on the back of. I think it's a great idea. Let's do a really cool little video to see if that narrative is the right one. You do it and you don't get anything back. It tells you that, hey, that's not the right one. I didn't waste any massive amounts of time, got live feedback, now in a position to improve. You might create a video that goes viral and you're like, yeah, that worked really well. That duration tracker, that ability to be able to look at how long somebody's watching a video is all the feedback you need to know what more videos you need to create. Very important. Always pay attention to that. Now, how do they work? Right. Very simple. Select your campaign objective just like you do any others. Select video views as your main primary objective. You fill out your ad just like you would. So you'll complete your ads, your ad at the ad set level. You complete all of your targeting and your itemized details in there. Then when you get to the ad level, rather than using an image, you simply use a video. You click on the video tab. Make sure your video fits the dimensions that works well with Facebook. Obviously, there's square, there's 16:9, there's the right ratios. Just make sure your video ratio fits that to make sure it works well. Square is really good these days, but then 16:9 is a fan favorite of mine. So entirely up to you. Also use subs, right? Use subtitles. Why? Subtitles are they're really useful because they do pull someone's attention in and make them curious. A person can catch one or two words and that can be a trigger word for them to actually pay attention, switch the sound on and start listening to your video. Remember, people are inundated with Facebook posts between friends, Facebook ads, and all sorts. Therefore, you need to try and give yourself as much of an edge as you can. I'm not a huge fan of Facebook subtitles, their native text captions. I do prefer the text captions, the embedded ones you can create outside of Facebook using a variety of different platforms. But hey, try and use some kind of text captions, i.e. subtitles. Now, I've kind of rushed through that bit because I want you to get to this bit, because this bit is the key part where I think you're going to get most of the value from this video. Guys, video in Facebook is a game changer because it's where you can be strategically creative. So for example, what is your goal inside of any kind of advertising or any kind of marketing? It's very simple. It's to create intent. Okay, your marketing's job is to try and create intent. What kind of intent? Buying intent. Okay, so you want people to want to buy, or want to pay attention, or want to listen to the message, want to do the action of whatever it is that you're trying to sell. Now, I can't sell to people who do not have intent. It doesn't work. And to create intent through just a bit of text and some images in a noisy world of competing attentive content is very hard. So video becomes a great way to be able to create intent and to disrupt, to break in through the noise. Because remember, a person that you're speaking to, generally speaking, is going to live on this level here. Let's call it layer 1. Let's say it's a girl, and you're trying to speak to the girl on layer 1. Now you're not going to be able to go straight up to that lady or that man and say, hey, do you want to buy my stuff? Or say, hey, do you want to go out with me and sleep with me? Doesn't really work, not for the majority of people. You're not going to do that at scale. You'll do that now and again, which is what we call one night stand marketing. But generally speaking, if you want to do something sustainable, you are going to need to be able to use time. And the best way to do that is to try and create context. So this here is a layer for where you create context using content, right? And hopefully you'll get some contentment. But yeah, okay, so you create context using content, and the content you're going to create is video content, and that video content is going to develop and make people understand more about whatever it is that you do, so they can move towards the place you want them to. Intent, right? Now once they've shown intent, it's then a proposition, a value proposition, which is a sale, and that's for a different thing, for a different video another time. So you are going to be prospecting, right? Using video, which is scanning Facebook, using video, trying to find the people who are for your stuff and get them to show themselves by watching the video. And when they watch the video, you're going to log that view. You're going to be using video for content building. You're going to be essentially building smart content that's making people get context on whatever it is that you do, so they can see where it fits in with their life to move forward with that thing. And of course, the beautiful thing about video is it's always going to have, from a strategic point, viral potential. Can we create something that can have some virality, so where we create it once, spend a little bit of money, and it explodes and we get a lot of benefit from it? We can manufacture that, and that's the beautiful thing when you understand that the key part with video is one word: emotion. If you can put emotion into a video, that means give a person a breakthrough. Oh my gosh, wow, can you believe this thing? Give a person a surprise. I didn't know. Give a person something that they can be angry about, frustrated. I'll show them the keyboard warrior. Give a person a reason to be to laugh, to cry. All of these things, anything with emotion provokes a person to do what? Tell another person. Can't help holding emotion into myself because I'm too excited. Gotta tell somebody else. Tell somebody else in Facebook language is what? It is a share. It's a reaction. It is a comment. It is a click. Any of these things are all of the things you're looking for, and all the things that Facebook want from you in order to serve your stuff up to lots of people, because they want to keep people on the platform as long as possible. If you are keeping people on the platform by creating stuff that's interesting and is making people emotionally respond, they're going to give you more reach for less money. That is called viral. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, the last bit, key metrics. Now, the great thing with video is you can track the percentage of every view, right? So every person that views your video, you can track the number of people who watch it and the percentage that they watch. That gives you the ability to create retargeting lists. All right, retargeting. And in that retargeting, I can say, hey, I want to make a list of people who have watched 25%, 50%, 75%, 95% entire video. All right, I think entire video is there still as well. Entire video. And I can run this against time period. So that could say, I could say, hey, people who've done this in the last 30 days, last 14 days, last 2 days, 1 day. So now I can say, I want to run this ad. I want to run this Facebook ad here to anybody who has watched the video in the last X number of days, 95%. Only run it to those people. Oh my gosh. I can run ads now to people who have context. And the ad that I run is going to be a contextual ad. Wow. Speaking to whatever they probably viewed before. Now you're starting to play the game. Now you're starting to play the game of personalized marketing. And that's where the real fruitful benefits work in marketing, because you don't have to spend lots of money doing it. You just need to be good at it. Other metrics to pay attention to. Throughplay. Throughplay is very simply 50 every 15 seconds, right? So you get a cost per throughplay, which means a cost for every time a person watched 15 seconds of your video. Or you can get a count called a throughplay, and every one count means a person has watched the video at 15 seconds. 3-second view, be careful of this. It doesn't mean anything. Why? Because Facebook videos generally start automatically. Unless you've got some setting on your Facebook profile where you don't play videos automatically, most people do. As a result, that is no indicator of intent that they really want your stuff or what you're offering. Therefore, be careful of tracking and reacting to people who have watched the videos for 3 seconds, because you can end up seeing they're a penny per view, but then it costs you £3 every time somebody watches the entire video. And that £3 comes from where? Here. Smart calculations. Right. So I'm going to do a little example for you. Let's say I've spent £200 on a video. Right. I spent £200 on a video, and that has got me 5,000 views. Sorry, excuse me. I should have turned my phone off. Do apologize. 5,000 views. Now that is 50%, and each one of those views have watched up to 50% of my video. Right. Now, I want to know, what is it costing me every time somebody watches 50% of my video? Facebook's not going to show me that at face value. So I'm going to run the calculation myself. All I simply do is I divide 200 by 5,000. Okay? Very simple. So I'm going to say, okay, £200 spent divided by 5,000 views is 4 pence. It cost me 4 pence every time, it's cent in American, every time somebody has watched my video up to 50% of the 5,000, right? And I could do that calculation for 75%, 100%, etc. Why am I doing that? Why? Because think about it. Let's say your video is 4 minutes long, right? A 4-minute long video, and a person has watched up to 2 minutes. Wow. So think about it. I'm talking to you now. Let's say I picked up my phone. I start watching the video. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 3 seconds. Someone sat there and didn't intend to, and they're watching your video for 2 minutes. Whether they're taking a crap on the toilet or in the middle of a conversation or being distracted at dinner time, they're watching your video for 2 minutes. That tells you that there is intent. It doesn't mean buying intent, but it means attention intent. Great. We move that intent towards our next place. Is that starting to make sense? So the length of your video matters when you're tracking and creating lists for the people you want to retarget, because the longer your video is, means the longer people are viewing it for, means the more intent they probably have, the more interested than they are in the content that you're creating. Guys, I hope that helps. I hope you now can get a gist of understanding the power of video and why you all should be using it inside of Facebook ads, and particularly the power of the video views campaign objective, which you should be using to be prospecting to your customers, so you can create context that can create use content to create context that should be able to give you contentment with lots of sales and lots of leads. Guys, I hope that makes sense. Any questions you have, please drop me a comment. Peace.